Hi there, welcome to theclearskinessentials.com. I'm Natasha St. Michael, and here we've got a lot of products. So these are all my empties. These are products that I've used up over the course of the past year. So there's a lot of stuff we're going to go through today of what I love, what I don't, what I would be repurchasing, what I recommend, all of that. Some of you might know this, that I'm actually moving. I'm moving in the next 2 weeks. Moving to our very own home. About a year ago, we purchased a piece of land and we've been actually building the first floor of our new house, and it's finally ready for us to move in. It's finally livable. So I need to go through all these things because I've been collecting them for like a year, and as I'm packing everything away and getting ready to move everything to the new house, I don't want to be bringing the trash. So today I thought it'd be a great time to just go through all this and just, yeah. So first we're going to start with the cleansers, and here we've got mostly actually oil cleansers. I love oil cleansers. I find they're suitable for most skin types. If your skin doesn't do well with oils, I would not go near oil cleansing. But for a lot of people, even with acne-prone skin, can actually do well with using an oil cleanser. And the reason why I love oil cleansers so much is that they're great at removing makeup, at sunscreen, dirt and debris that collect on your skin, and just keeping your skin clean without stripping it, without irritating it, without drying it out. So if you're looking for a gentle cleanser, I do recommend oil cleansing method. And here I've got a few oil cleansers that I've used over the course of the past year. First one we'll start with is TATA HARPER. This is her Nourishing Oil Cleanser. This is beautiful. It is nourishing. It's a heavier oil. So with this, I would recommend it, or strongly recommend it, for dry skin. I would say normal to dry skin would really benefit from using this. I would say also if you use makeup, sunscreen, foundation, or any kind of product that it really adheres to your skin, this is a fantastic oil cleanser, because I would say it's thick enough that you can really work into your skin to remove like hard to take off makeup, the sunscreen, foundation, all of that. And again, it's not stripping. It's actually quite nourishing for your skin, that when you do remove it, you'll see that your skin is supple, it's soft, it's hydrated. So fabulous oil cleanser. I'll also mention too that this type of oil cleanser, it's a pure oil, so you do need a washcloth to remove it. Some oil cleansers are formulated in a way that you apply it to your skin and then you can rinse it off with water. This one you do need a washcloth. Next, oil cleansers. These are a few from Living Libations. These are all Best Skin Evers, and if you're familiar with the Best Skin Ever line from Living Libations, they have many different types of Best Skin Evers, and you can use these oils as a cleanser and also as a moisturizer. I only use them as cleansers. I've actually never really experimented using them as a moisturizer. I've always just loved using them as cleansers. That's what I've exclusively done. This one is the rose one, I've got the Seabuckthorn, and I've even got the tropical one. These, I would say, out of all the Best Skin Evers I've tried, and I've tried at least 5, if not more, out of their line, I find they all have similar weight. Okay, so I would say the weight of them is sort of in the medium to light weight of the oils. And I would say the only exception so far out of all of them that I've tried has been the sandalwood, which is a much lighter weight oil, and it does not contain coconut oil. So all the other Best Skin Evers, these ones, the rose, the Seabuckthorn, and the tropical one, all do contain some amounts of coconut oil. I've never had breakouts from them. As I mentioned before, I get bumps all over my face whenever I use pure coconut oil, but I've been using these Best Skin Evers for years, and I've never ever get any kind of congestion from them. So they really work for my skin. I love them. I would say out of the 3, my favorite is the Seabuckthorn Best Skin Ever. I find this to be really, really nourishing. And I like the scent of it, I like the texture of it, I like the weight of it, all of that. And I would recommend this as well as all the other Best Skin Evers for virtually any skin type. I would say those that would benefit the most from them would be normal to oily, just because they're a lighter weight oil. Like as I was saying with the TATA HARPER one, this definitely is like a heavier oil, so it's better for dry skin. But if you're looking for something that's a little bit lighter, especially if you're more on like the oily skin or combination skin, you might want to go with the best skin ever. But if you've got dry skin, you can also use this. If you got sensitive skin, I think that these are also great. There are essential oils in them, so if that's an issue for you, all these oil cleansers that I use do have essential oils in them, so I would just then stick with a plain oil for oil cleansing. Yeah, so these have all been great. And then another cleanser is from TATA HARPER, and this is not an oil cleanser, this is their Purifying Cleanser. And this is beautiful. This is a really nice cleanser. I would recommend this for normal to oily skin. There's a lot of strong botanicals in this, so I wouldn't recommend this for sensitive skin. And if you've got a lot of acne, I probably wouldn't recommend this, especially if your acne is really inflamed and irritated. I think that there's just so many botanicals in this that it could just irritate your skin more. I find in general, anything that's purifying could be a little bit too harsh for active acne. But if you've got acne prone skin, and that means like you're prone to getting breakouts but you don't always have breakouts, then I think that when your skin is sort of at that normal good phase, you can certainly use this cleanser. Now, the texture of this cleanser it's a gel cleanser that when you apply it to your skin, it turns into an oil. So it feels very nourishing when you're applying and massaging it into your skin, but when you actually remove it or rinse it off, there's no oil residue. So for those of you that are looking for kind of like an oil-based cleanser that is really quite gentle, this would be, but you don't like having any kind of oil residue on your skin that perhaps like an oil cleanser would leave, then this would be a good option. I will say though that it's not so great at removing makeup, especially eye makeup, because I find this stings my eyes. So I would never use this to take off eye makeup. But as I would say, like if you do double cleansing, I would use this as a second cleanse. And for those of you that have perhaps oily skin or it's the summertime, this would be great as a morning cleanse as well. And then finally, another one of my favorite cleansers. This is, I would say this and Living Libations, the Seabuckthorn Best Skin Ever. These are like my two favorite cleansers. These are products that I purchase over and over and over again. I think the OSKIA, I've gone through like numerous bottles, and I've been using this for like, I would say, almost 7 years I've been using this product. I always rebuy it. I love it. I get this in Singapore. Unfortunately, for those of you in the United States and Canada, it's not sold in North America, but you can get it from Cult Beauty, which ships worldwide for free, but there are duty charges on it. This is a beautiful cleanser. It's a Renaissance cleansing gel. So like the TATA HARPER, the Purifying Cleanser, this too is kind of like a gel texture, and then when you apply it to your face, it feels like it melts into like an oil. But again, it rinses off clean, so there's no oily residue on your skin. What I love about this cleanser is how brightening it is. It really has helped me with my melasma. I have developed melasma from my pregnancy. I gave birth a year ago, and I still have a little bit here. I have a little bit here as well, but I would say that it's taken off a good 90% or 85% of my melasma. I've been trying using vitamin C lately to remove it because I don't have this anymore. I have to go to Singapore to get another bottle, and so I've been using vitamin C to try and lift it, and I find the vitamin C is helping with like sunspots and freckles, things like that, but not what this was doing for my melasma. So I have to go to Singapore and get another bottle of this because it made a huge difference. It really like just lifted and faded the melasma. So, and I think it's because of the vitamin C in this. It's also got vitamin A, pumpkin enzymes in it. And yeah, it's just a beautiful product line. It's really, really exquisite. Next up is the TLC Flambeau's Glycolic Night Serum from Drunk Elephant. This is an exfoliating serum, so it's got a mixture of AHAs and BHA. I love this. I love this so much. I got another one. So I would say this would always be in my rotation. My skin adores this. It brightens my skin and it resurfaces it. So what that means is I apply this at night, And in the morning, I wake up and my skin is soft, it's smooth. If ever I'm getting any kind of congestion or any kind of bumps or any of that, this takes it away immediately. And so I especially like it if ever I have like a reaction to a product that has coconut oil in it. I use this for a couple of nights and it's gone. So yeah, I love it. And I also find too that this really helps for those of you that have healed your acne and you want to prevent getting future breakouts. I feel that doing a regular exfoliation will help to keep your pores clear and help to prevent breakouts. So great at if you're prone to getting skin congestion, if you find your skin is dull, this is a fabulous product to use. The only thing is I would not recommend using it if you have active acne, okay? And the reason why is because I just think it's going to irritate your inflamed pimples and your skin at that point. Once your skin is like on sort of the healing phase, then you can definitely add this into your skincare routine, and it will help not only to keep your skin clear, but it'll also help to lift acne scars and marks as well. So I love this. I much prefer using an exfoliating serum like this over using a facial scrub. I've stopped using scrubs and I just exclusively use either exfoliating acids or products that have exfoliating enzymes. One thing I will mention with this, I find it suitable for all skin types, but for me, I don't like to use this every night. Even though they recommend using it every night, I think that's too much. For me, I use this like every other night or every 2 nights. It's really, sometimes you gotta, let your skin rest. Your skin needs to kind of recover from like active products and ingredients. So I like to have a resting night in between. It's kind of like going to the gym, like you have to have a day off here and there to let your muscles sort of regenerate, and I believe it's the same thing with your skin. Too many actives is too harsh. Also, if you've got really sensitive skin, you can try this, but my recommendation is to make sure that you put some sort of oil or moisturizer on top. Personally, I find that I get the best results when I just literally wash my face and just apply the serum, and that is it. I wake up and my skin's super bright, soft, clear, wonderful. But if let's say my skin is feeling a little bit sensitive or it's getting kind of dry, then I would definitely put a moisturizer or oil on top of it, okay? And so if you've ever tried this product and you found, oh my God, it's a little bit strong for me, then make sure to use a moisturizer or oil on top. It'll just help to kind of dilute the product a little bit and buffer it. And now I've got a few moisturizers. I got a few products from ODACITÉ, product from Anne Marie Skincare, and TATA HARPER. So let's start with TATA HARPER. This is the clarifying moisturizer. I love this. This is definitely another staple in my skincare routine. This is great for, I would say, normal to oily skin. It's definitely great for, I would say, acne-prone skin. If you've got active acne, I find, in general, TATA HARPER's products for active acne might cause sensitivity. There's so many botanicals in it, there's so many ingredients in it that I think that if your skin is like fully broken out and inflamed and perhaps like oozing and just not in a good place, I wouldn't be using these products. I would be using them once your skin is healed over and like on the road to recovery. If you have skin that is prone though to getting blemishes, let's say you get like around your period or here and there you get like a pimple or two, then this would be a great moisturizer. But if you've got full on angry acne, I would not use this moisturizer. Even though it's a clarifying moisturizer, even though it says it's for blemish prone skin, I find there's a difference between blemish prone skin that it says it's for and like active acne. Huge difference, So when your skin is clear, definitely I would recommend this, especially for oily skin, especially for summer months where you don't want like an oily, heavy moisturizer. It's very lightweight and it's more hydrating. So it's not an oily moisturizer, it's more of like a gel consistency, and it's just going to hydrate your skin very lightly. It's not going to sit on your skin, and it's not going to feel so occlusive. It really just sinks in and hydrates the skin. The finish of it, I would say, is sort of like a semi-matte, and I find a lot of natural moisturizers make my skin super shiny. That's like, for me, my biggest like dilemma with a lot of skincare is that my skin is always so shiny, and I don't really like having shiny skin. I have a history of having really oily skin, and so it makes me feel like I'm going back to that. And I like this because really the finish of it is semi-matte. It's not heavy matte where you look dead or dry or old, but it's really, it just doesn't have like that super shiny, thick finish. And what I like doing, you guys know I love Anne Marie skincare. Their powdered makeup, their powdered foundation. I always mix a little bit of that with the clarifying moisturizer, and that's what I use as sort of a tinted moisturizer, or I use it as kind of like a concealer, and I just put on specific areas of my face that I might want to sort of even out my skin tone or disguise any kind of redness. So I love this, and I have another one that I'm ready to open up very soon. I haven't started it yet, but it's waiting. And next up is from Anne Marie Skincare. This is the Herbal Facial Oil for Normal Combination Skin. I'm always talking about this facial oil. It's my favorite. Over the years, I've tried so many facial oils, and nothing has ever compared to this. This product, it soothes my skin. Like I have very reactive skin. Like if I eat too much ice cream, if I'm stressed out, even just sleeping with air conditioning, my skin it reacts. It doesn't like it. Like I need things to be calm and good. And if ever my skin is in sort of like the reactive phase, this will just heal it. It will calm it down. It will nurture it. It will soothe it. I love it. Pretty much whenever I have breakouts, as I've talked about in many of my videos, is that I always simplify my skincare routine. And my two go-to products that I use whenever my skin is broken out, whenever it's super reactive, or like let's say I try a product that makes my skin just freak out, I will just go to these are like my two standbys. I will wash my face with Living Libations, best skin ever, the Seabuckthorn. And then afterwards, I'll use like one squirt or a few drops of Anne Marie Skincare, their facial oil for normal combination skin. And it's like medicine for me. I love it. I will say too that this is the old labels. So they rebranded a while ago. And if you're kind of like, this doesn't match up what you see on their website, this is the old branding. I miss the old labels, but yeah. Up next are a few products from ODACITÉ. Okay, this moisturizer, we're gonna start with the moisturizer. This is their Oleosome Time Release Delivery Cream. This is beautiful. This is also very, very calming. So if you don't like a facial oil and you're looking for something calming, I recommend this. And I will say that this is fine for all skin types. Even though it says it's a cream, I find it's a very light cream, and it's a very hydrating cream. So I almost consider the weight of it to be more of a lotion. It's not runny like a lotion, but it's not heavy like a cream. It's really in the middle. And I will also say that just the name of it, the Time Release Delivery Cream, is true. That this delivers hydration throughout the day. So if you have dehydrated skin, but your skin is oily, or you have dehydrated skin and your skin is dry or normal, this is great because it's going to bring in hydration. Because some of you do have oily skin and it's dehydrated. You know, just as some of you have dry skin that's also dehydrated. So this will really target that, and the texture of it is just lightweight. It's beautiful. My only qualm with this is that I find it makes my skin really shiny. And you guys know I don't like having super shiny skin because I live in the tropics, right? So it looks okay for like 20 minutes, and then I go outside and I just look like an oily mess. And I'm in my 40s. I don't like to wear like much powder because I find that emphasizes my aging skin, you know, so that's my only problem with this. But if I wear makeup on top, then it's all good. So I will do that. Like if I am going out during the day, I will wear makeup on top if I'm wearing this during the day, but a lot of times I do use this at night just because of the shine factor. But beautiful cream. I also would really recommend this for sensitive skin. I really feel that this doesn't have anything in it that's gonna make your skin super reactive. And then 2 other products from ODACITÉ. I should talk about, these are like their little serums. This is the Berudi Lime. It's a serum concentrate. And what you're supposed to do is actually, like, they have all these serums that sort of target issues, okay? So this one is for sagging skin. And what you're supposed to do, and they have one for like hyperpigmentation, they have another one for like acne, they have like, or dehydration, like they have all sorts of serums targeting issues. So if right now your issue is like sagging skin, you would get this one. And what you do is you would take like 1 or 2 drops and you would put it into your cream. And so I would mix the 2 of these. And it's beautiful. It just makes it more richer. I didn't really find this did much for sagging skin. Like I didn't immediately see like my skin looking or feeling super firm. So that was the only thing. I found it, the oils in it made this a little bit more richer and more moisturizing, so it was very nice as a treatment at night. But in all honesty, I didn't see like a major lift in my skin from using this. So I wouldn't get this again, but I am intrigued to try other of their serums out, because in general I really like the ODACITÉ products. I think they're really beautiful. And then lastly, out of sort of this little group is the Rose Neroli, the Hydra-Vitalizing treatment mist. What's nice about this, it's aloe based, there's no water in it. It's just supposed to give you a little extra hydration. In general, I'm not like a mega mist person. I really feel hydration is going to come from the foods you eat and the drinks you drink and your lifestyle of getting that hydration to your skin from the inside out. There can be certain things in your skincare, like the aloe that's in this, or using things that have like hyaluronic acid, stuff like that will help to hydrate your skin. But in all, I don't really feel like a mist is essential to getting that kind of result. I don't feel like my skin is super hydrated using this, but at the same time it wasn't dehydrated. So it was nice to use it. I do like this to throughout the day just to refresh my skin, to like mist on, or sometimes to set makeup as well. But I don't feel like in a skincare routine like you must have a mist. It's really an add-on, and I feel that a mist is more for the experience. It's really like if you like using a mist and the aromatherapy of a mist, things like that, then I definitely recommend checking that out. Okay, and then last from the skincare, a few odds and ends. I finished a Living Libations Zippity DewDab. This is an essential oil blend for pimples. I've had this for a long time. I have another bottle of this. I also have their DewDab as well, which is a little bit different. They have a bunch of like essential oil blends. Did I find this like really helps to get rid of pimples? I find this helps more with the inflammation afterwards. I find essential oils, for some people, like essential oils are a miracle, okay? And they get rid of pimples for them like overnight. For me, that doesn't really happen. But I like putting essential oils and essential oil blends on my pimples once they're healing. I do find it helps to let them heal faster. It helps to bring down any kind of swelling and discoloration and marks, things like that. So I do like this product. And then next we've got Living Libations. They're all Seeing Eye Creme. So I have one of these on rotation like all the time. Another one, new one right here. Love this eye cream. What I love most about it is how cooling it is. So it's formulated that it does have some ingredients that actually sort of soothe the skin and cool the skin. So to kind of like get a double whammy with it, I like to actually store this in my refrigerator. I have seasonal allergies about 3/4 of the year. And so I love to use this because my eyes do get puffy, they itch, they get watery, all of that. And I find when I use this during the day, it cools it down. It really soothes my eyes. So I love it. If you do wear makeup, you might not love this, okay? Because there is a little bit of oil mixed in. The consistency of it is more like of a jelly cream. So, but it does have a little bit of oil. And so what's nice about that little bit of oil it does have is that's what helps to kind of smooth out lines and wrinkles. But if you're wearing a bunch of makeup on top, some people don't like that because their makeup doesn't have anything to adhere to. So if you do wear like a concealer or foundation on top of it, you just might want to set it with a powder so it doesn't move around. If not, use it at night. I tend to use this more at night, and then during allergy season when I'm not wearing makeup or anything and my eyes are particularly bad, then I will use this during the day as well. Next is from MEOW Oils. This is their absolute anti-aging eye oil. I adore this. This is also a beautiful product. This is my go-to for getting rid of puffy eyes. And I find if I know I'm gonna have puffy eyes the next day, like after I eat out, things like that, I dab this on my eyes, the next day I have no puffy eyes. It makes a huge difference. I would say this is one of the best products I've ever used for puffy eyes. Does it help with dark circles under the eyes? No, I don't think any eye cream helps with that. But for getting rid of puffiness, amazing. So it's kind of like with these eye products, I like this for soothing my irritated eyes. This is fantastic. I like this for puffy eyes. So it really depends. It depends where my skin is at. And I would say also for just a day-to-day eye product, I would go with the Living Libations. But if you have an issue with like water retention in your eyes, things like that, or you've got just really dry under eyes, then you'd probably want to go with the MEOW eye oil. And then lastly, another product from MEOW, and this is their absolute anti-aging face mask. And this is an interesting product. This is, by the way, a beautiful product. The whole MEOW line is beautiful. Their oils, everything. But I was really, really surprised by this face mask because it's a clay mask and it's an anti-aging clay mask. And when I think about anti-aging masks, I'm always thinking about rich masks that are really hydrating my skin and sort of smoothing out the lines and wrinkles. I'm never thinking about using a clay mask. But I like this because with aging skin, I'm sure some of you can relate to this. I know for myself is that like as my skin gets older, like pores become more apparent, skin congestion, things like that. Like we do have issues with that as our skin gets older, and I find this to be quite clarifying without drying out my skin. So normally I don't particularly love clay masks, but this one is beautiful because it really doesn't dry out my skin. I find it very soothing, and what I love most about it is how brightening it is. So after I take it off, my skin is super bright, and like blackheads and big pores, those become less visible, you know, if not like cleaned out. So I love this mask, really, really beautiful. Different than most anti-aging products I've ever tried. Next we're going to talk about sunscreens. So I've got here, let's talk about SUNTEGRITY. This is the 5-in-1. I love this. This is my go-to everyday facial sunscreen. I adore it. It's got 20% zinc oxide. It's fantastic for all skin types. I especially recommend it for acne-prone skin because it's got a lot of zinc. Zinc is very calming for the skin, and I find it to be quite acne friendly. I also love zinc because it is out of, like between zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, it is the main ingredient that's going to block out the UVA and the UVB rays, whereas most other UV filters don't block both out, but the zinc does. So you're getting the best protection from it, and the 20% zinc oxide in it is fantastic. So I have another one I just got. This one here is the light one, and I'm not totally finished it yet. I'm almost finished, and I got the fair one because I found the light one to be a little bit too peachy for my skin. You know, if I blend it in well, it doesn't really show, but I wanted to try the fair to see the difference, and I prefer the fair. The fair is much lighter. There's quite a jump between the fair to the light, but for fair skin, I would go with this over the light one. And yeah, I love it. I can't recommend it more. It's really, it works. It really works as a sunscreen, and it feels good on. I will say it's a little bit, like most sunscreens, it's a little bit on the heavier side. So what I do when I wear this during the day is I just wash my face, and then I apply this, and then if I'm wearing makeup, I put that on top. I don't really need like an extra moisturizer underneath this. As it says in the name of it, it's a 5-in-1. It's a moisturizer, it's a primer, it's a sunscreen, it does everything in one. So fabulous product. Now let's talk about SUNTEGRITY. This is their natural mineral sunscreen for the body. I found this too drying. It works great protecting my skin, but it gives you the white cast, and I find all mineral body sunscreens give me the white cast. I've yet to find one that doesn't, but I just found it's not very moisturizing on my skin. So the white cast really shows. It's difficult to rub in. It just wasn't my favorite. So I was happy to finish it, and I then used, this is a Canadian brand, this is the Green Beaver company, and this is their SPF 40. And this is 8% zinc oxide and 8% titanium dioxide, whereas the SUNTEGRITY is 20% zinc. And I prefer 20%. I just hated how drying it was. And so this one was a lot more moisturizing. It was easier to put on my body, but I still prefer the protection of a 20% zinc. So what I'm now using, which has kind of been the solution to the problem, is this is another, I believe, Canadian brand as well. This is Bamboo Sun Care, and this is also 40 SPF, and this is 20% zinc. Much more moisturizing than the SUNTEGRITY. I still get the white cast, but it's really pleasant to use. So I've been enjoying that, and yeah. And then lastly, one last body care product. Actually, no, there's another body care product here. This is from One Love, and this is their Gardenia Tea Body Serum, Antioxidant Body Serum. This is beautiful. This is like an oil, but it's a dry oil, so it absorbs right into your skin when you apply it, so you don't have like an oily residue. The only thing I didn't like about this was the scent. I adore Gardenia. Gardenia is my favorite flower. I grow Gardenia in my garden here in Bali. But this did not smell like Gardenia, and it disappointed me. It smells like coconut. It smells like coconut, tropical, and a little bit of tea. But I didn't smell any Gardenia in it. So that, and I personally don't really like the smell of coconut. It's not my go-to body scent. If you love coconuts, you will adore this product. But for me, that was, I had a hard time getting through it. I was using it when I was pregnant, and I had to stop because it was just too strong. But I love the texture of this. And it feels like velvet. It makes your skin feel like velvet, and it is super hydrating and moisturizing for the body. Like everything but the scent was beautiful. So if you love coconuts, try it. If you don't, stay away. And then lastly, this is the MEOW Tweet. I have another one that I'm using. It's finished. This is the deodorant, and this is the grapefruit. I like citrus, so the grapefruit for me is great. And this is baking soda free, so it's super gentle. This works. I live in the tropics. It's super hot here. I never get BO when I use this deodorant. It's all natural. It's safe. It's wonderful. I just realized there's two products I forgot. So body care, almond oil. I love almond oil for my body as a moisturizer. Out of all of the different types of oils I've used, I like almond oil, and I especially like this when I was pregnant. It's like very nourishing. My skin on my body tends to get dry. Love this. I used this on my belly when I was pregnant. I didn't get stretch marks, but I didn't get stretch marks as my other pregnancy either. Not on my stomach. On my hips, yes. And my mother never got stretch marks, so I think it's more like a genetic thing. Two other body care products I don't want to forget. This is LILFOX, and this is their Orange Blossom Ylang Bang Body Polish. This smells divine. The Ylang Ylang in it, the Orange Blossom, beautiful, 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 beautiful. And super moisturizing, okay? So this is like a body scrub. The only issue I have with this is the body scrub itself. The grains, the sugar in it was super big, super coarse. It didn't do anything. So I love the scent of this. I loved how moisturizing it is. Like you use this on your body, you don't need a moisturizer after, and your skin is like great for like 24 hours. But it's so frustrating when I get like a body polish and the grains are so coarse and big, and they don't exfoliate my skin. And yeah, every time I use this, I just want to like go and get my mortar and pestle and like crush the sugar in this to make it finer, so I can actually get an exfoliation from this product. So that's the only thing about it. I wouldn't repurchase it because of that, but the scent and the moisturizing was amazing. Lastly is the body butter, and this is from Butter Babes, and this smells amazing. If you like chocolate, like if you like raw cacao butter and oils and a body balm and just smelling like a deep, beautiful chocolate, you'll love this. This is beautiful. And I used this when I was pregnant on my stomach every night, and it was just such a beautiful experience. And I think every time I see this jar, or I see this like on Instagram or wherever, I will always think back to my pregnancy, because I love this product. And in fact, throughout sort of like the last trimester of my pregnancy, I didn't want it to end, but I used like such little every night, but I adored it. It was sort of like the icing on the cake of my pregnancy, of just that bodily experience of, I don't know, it was soothing, and it complemented my pregnancy. And I think every time I smell this, I will think back to my pregnancy. So I love this, highly, highly recommend it. Very moisturizing for the body, very, very. If you don't like oils, if oils don't really do much for you, try this body butter, because I feel it's one step beyond, definitely. And it's a beautiful array of different butters and oils, and everything is like organic and beautiful. And then lastly, we've got shampoo and conditioner and hair care from Living Libations. So I did a full review of these products, so I'm not going to go like too in depth. I'll put a link to that review if you want to know more. But here is the Seabuckthorn Shampoo, Shine On Conditioner, and then this is the True Blue Spirulina Shampoo and Conditioner set. So 2 sets. If you read the review, you know that I much preferred the Seabuckthorn Shampoo and Shine On Conditioner over the True Blue Spirulina set. The reason why was I didn't really like the scent of this, and I couldn't get over the scent. I'm very sensitive to scents. If you're not sensitive to scents and you couldn't care about scents, then don't worry about it. But for me, I didn't like it. And I know a lot of people love the scent of the True Blue, so it's just my preference. I will say though that the True Blue shampoo and conditioner is great for volume. So if you're looking for a natural shampoo and conditioner, these are like fully all natural, no sulfates, no silicones, nothing. This is great for volumizing your hair. If you've got dull hair, limp hair, try this. If you're looking for shine, go for the Seabuckthorn shampoo and the Shine On conditioner. It will make your locks all nice and shiny. What I will say that has stood out the most from using these all natural products, hair care products, is that normally first of all, I don't do well with natural hair care products at all. I've tried so many over the years, nothing's ever worked. I love these, and these worked really good with my scalp. Because I live in the tropics, I have a tendency to getting like dandruff, itchy scalp, all of that. Just the humidity and all like the mold and fungus in the air does havoc on my scalp. And this took it away completely, that I no longer had itchy scalp. But what I find with a lot of products is that if they help my scalp, once I stop using them and use something else, the itchiness comes back. But with this, I've been using other products for the past few months, and I have had no itchy scalp. My scalp has remained healthy and wonderful. So this has been really fantastic. So I would definitely, my preference, I would definitely get these again, and that is the Seabuckthorn Shampoo and the Shine On Conditioner. I also love their hair mask. This is beautiful. It's a Honey Myrtle Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. I use this at night on dry hair. So I always wash my hair during the day in the morning. And so the night before washing my hair, I will take a small scoop of it and I will put it all over my scalp and the length of my hair, especially the ends. And I will comb it through my hair and go to sleep with it on. I don't use too much that it doesn't transfer on my pillow or anything. And then the next day I will wash my hair and my hair will be like silky and like shiny and soft and wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful hair mask. Love it. Definitely I will repurchase that. So these are my product empties from the past year. There's a lot of stuff. I will start collecting the next round of empties. Hopefully I won't wait a whole year to do a review, so it'll be a little bit shorter. Sorry about it being so long. I was also wondering from you guys, would you want, and let me know below, because sometimes I get products that I don't like at all and I chuck it or I give it away. Do you want me to keep those products and keep that to include in my empties and let you know what are the products I just don't like at all and I couldn't even finish? I don't like to be negative, like super negative on my videos. I really like to feature products that I like and that I recommend and that I'm using myself and I use to completion. I like to keep things on a positive note, but I do know it's helpful to know what are the products that I've tried that are just terrible. So if you want me to include those products and save them, I will, because I'll make room for that in my new house. All right, so wishing everyone a fabulous day, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, please like this video if you like videos like this, and yeah, I'll put links to all the products below, plus on today's blog post at my website. All right, wishing everyone a fabulous day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.